What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the Z once again, and we're going to be hopefully finishing the hopefully finishing the downpipe. As you can see, I have a bunch of Vibrant stuff. The only thing that I didn't get from Vibrant, because I couldn't get it in time, was these 290s, but they're pretty thick and pretty good. Stainless, everything else is Vibrant except for these two. Downpipe is going to be a little tricky. A lot of welding, a lot of pie cuts. It has to come up in an angle and then come over here. So it's all tacked together the best I can with minimal gap. It's weird, I ordered two sets from Vibrant, and you can see it's two different type of material, and some of them the gaps were okay, but hey, it works. So now we're going to mount it back and then test fit again. I'm sure it's going to flex and move once I weld the whole thing together. So I just want to make sure I got everything right now. Alright, so I just mocked it up with that one and it looks good. So now I'm going to spend the rest of my life welding this, and then I'll update you when I'm done. That's not bad. I mean, it's not perfect, just need more practice, but I am really happy with this. Took me like 6 hours. No, just kidding. Oh, it's a little hot. Tack this piece right here with the B-bend and the flex pipe, bellow, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Jesus. And that will go right there to there. So I'm going to try and tack this real quick and then go over it. Alright, so I think I am going to leave that tacked until I get this out here, because just in case I need to rotate it to get the angle right, because I would like to just get the angle right. So all I have to do is plop this like that and it's a 90 instead of having to add pipe cuts to try and level this out or cut this, because I really don't want to cut this. So now we got to drill some holes somewhere here. That should be fun. I've been waiting on Amazon Prime because I ordered my tires and they're not here. Hopefully they didn't steal my tires, because I would be pissed if I have to wait. I was super excited to mock up my wheels, but I don't think it's gonna happen tonight because we need to finish this exhaust. So what I did so far is cut my frame rail, or whatever you want to call this. I know it's not pretty, but I'm gonna clean it up and reinforce it. So goes in like that to a B-bend into there, real simple. I don't think hopefully it doesn't stick out too far that it hits the fender, but we're gonna find out. Alright, so it's been a couple days because I had to order parts for the downpipe because I didn't have any more and I needed more pipe cuts, and I'm not gonna cut my own because they're a pain in the ass. But I've been working on the interior and all the wiring. May not look pretty, but it's nice and organized. Everything goes to a certain place. This got to go to the front of the car for the MAC valve. This is the signal wire for the dome. This is 5 volt and sensor ground, 12 volt switch. These two go to the fan, and everything's in one place and fused. Now I'm not going to run these to the front yet because I'm waiting for my painless harness that I bought. That way I can have blinkers and everything. I don't want to wire that myself. I'd rather just buy something that's just all labeled and it's just really running the wires. But also I'm going to be running the wires all the way through the passenger side to the headlights and stuff like that. And also I'm going to run the MAC valve and the dome sensor all the way through the front that goes down there. And the MAC valve's right here, 4-port. So I don't want to run anything above the exhaust, nothing. I don't want anything close. We're gonna relocate this, so don't worry about that. So back to the downpipe, or fender exit, whatever you want to call it. So last time I got this done, and I tried playing around with some of the pipe cuts that I had and this 90, and it's just I couldn't get it right because it needs to come out in an angle, right, in order to be on, like, exactly be where I want it on the fender. So I mocked this up. It's only tacked right here, and then got my flex pipe, bellow, whatever you want to call it, and this B-band. This right here is going to be fixed mounted. I'm going to make a plate that goes lower around and stitch welded here, so that way it doesn't move on the fender. And then that's why we have this. So if the motor does flex, it's going to flex a little bit. I'm going to grab this fender. I'm going to try and mock this up real quick. this fit funny because these gotta go around there. But as you can see, it's close. I don't know if it won't focus. There we go. We got plenty of room there. So now the plan is to grab my other 90. Boom. And then trying to work with one hand here is impossible. And then this one is going to sit like this. Sorry for the terrible lighting. Like that. And then with the rest of the pie cuts, I'll be able to come out the fender. So now I'm gonna got my welder set up, and I'm gonna tack everything because it's all held with tape right now, and then I'm gonna weld everything. So I got about another maybe, I don't know, 13 pie cuts to go. Wish me luck. 37 million pie cuts later, and we're getting somewhere. That's what it looks like. Now the hardest part is trying to transfer where it's gonna land. Where it's going to land out here, which, I mean, it's not difficult, but it is. We got plenty of room up there, so that should be fun right here. A couple more pie cuts. Maybe I can get another pie cut there, so then I can mark it with Sharpie and drill a hole right through the center, so then the center hole will be on this side, and I can drill the 4.5 inch hole. Alright, so I marked the hole from the inside. So now I gotta get my hole saw ready and put some tape on there and hopefully cut a hole real nice without any issues. I like to put tape, that way if I do mess it up and it kind of goes off, I'll hit the tape instead of the paint. But it doesn't matter in this case because the car's getting wrapped. So. That's pretty good. So it kept catching, so I had to go backwards in order to cut the little piece in the bottom. So we're good. So there it is. Now I just have to make some pie cuts and come out. And then, alright, so I'm having the hardest time deciding what I want to do as far as like the last couple pie cuts. So, oh Jesus. So I can do like the traditional flush mount like this, real nice and clean, or I'll do a turn down like this. I'm having really hard time deciding what I like. Kind of like both, but I can't have both. So now if I had these pie cuts with a little more angle, it will look a lot nicer because it won't take so many pie cuts to make it an angle, you know what I mean? It would just be like bloop, like that. But I already have so many and I don't want to buy any more, but everything is welded. It's just the last 3 pie cuts that I need to decide on what I want to do, and I cannot decide. So let me know in the comments what you think looks best. Probably gonna end the video here because I can't decide. Stupidest little things, but you know. As you can see, I mounted the door, that way I can get the gap. That way the fender, it'll sit where it's supposed to be, so when I do the last couple pie cuts, it's nice and centered. Now this is a 40-year-old car, so the gaps are not going to be exactly perfect like you would get in a new car. So I went ahead and got the intercooler piping done. It was very simple. I bought these 45s from Motion Raceworks. They were having a sale, so I bought a bunch. So intake air temperature right here. I know there's a bunch of people saying you should have it by the intercooler down there, but I don't have any issues right here. Plus here, it'll be super accurate what's going into the intake, so it's not a big deal. That's what I had it always in all my cars, so it works. Dual 50mm blow-off valves. They're gonna be nice and hidden behind the headlight bucket thingy. And then to another 45, and then a 90 to another 90 right here to the intercooler. This side, still pretty simple too. a 90 off the turbo to a straight, and then a 90 that I had before to there. I have to get everything repowder coated, and I have to get it welded. I'm trying to get Cody to weld it for me because I hate welding aluminum and I'm not that good. Regardless, you're not going to see it because it's all going to get powder coated, but still, I just want it to look nice, and he's the man to do it. Alright, so I couldn't stop working. I had to finish the downpipe, and I decided to go with the flush. Sticking out a little bit because I don't want it to be flush. If not, if it does shoot any flames, it could go back in the fender, in the cab. So sticking out a little bit like this will be nice. And it's already mounted up here, so this won't move. If the engine moves, this won't. That's why we got the flex pipe inside. Also got the whole front end. Like, the turbo looks so good in there. Got the whole front end lined up with the gaps. Some of the gaps, I got them the best I could. It's a 40-year-old car, so got all the doors in it. This one has a slight dent. Gonna fix that. Gotta finish mucking out the rear quarters, but that'll be next. So I'm gonna end the video right here. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. Turbo kit, intercooler piping, everything. I even mounted these off camera all the way around. Just have to do some reinforcement, but turbo kit, everything is done except for some little stuff that I can do once the new motor's in. But yeah, hope you liked the video. Smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you soon.